And we're back.
We are.
Welcome to the Night Cap here on the PLuGHiTz Live family of content. And also, fun fact, on live stream. That's how we're doing it. It's good. So,
Who are you?
I'm Nick.
And I'm Scott.
And we're here.
We are.
Look at that. Yeah, it's just so weird. We switched platforms, and I'm actually enjoying this because high quality can show up now on live stream. This is the post show of F5 Live. So, what this means is we're a little bit more casual off the record. We've been wanting to do this for a while, and we started up about 10 episodes ago now.
I think tonight is 12.
Yeah, we've been doing the post plug, which was interesting. It was just a show was off. We'll talk about stuff. That's all well and good. We answer some questions from the chat rooms. We still do that.
Yeah.
But we've been saying for a while there should be a camera crew that follows us around all the time just talking about things. Instead of, paying $400,000 a year for that service because it's expensive, we figured why not bring the conversation behind the microphones. We sit down. We have a glass of Chardonnay like Scott is doing right now. And no, it's not true. It's not.
It's not.
RC Cola. That's not it either. Just off-brand soda beverage.
Just cola. Keep going.
Cola product. Figured we bring it here, sit down, relax a little bit, dim the lights, and talk about random questions. These aren't questions that we prepare for. They aren't questions that we put a lot of thought into. We just kind of come up with something random, or get someone else to come up with something random. We discuss it usually about 2 minutes before air and go. Yep. We don't think about the answers, we just go. So the question tonight, my friend.
Most successful Disney villain.
Most successful Disney villain.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, I suppose you can define success a couple of different ways. And with that said, I suppose the answer could vary.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Because if your definition of success is
ending the franchise,
getting away with their goal, or success is getting the audience possibly to believe in your goal, or the villain being not as villainous as Disney would have you believe.
Yeah.
That is somebody else.
True.
So for me, and this is going to sound weird, I've had this conversation before on a different show. And so I have two, one for each of those theories.
Okay.
If it's getting away with it, I say the hunter from Bambi.
That was in my head. I was going to be like, this is going to upset everybody. Yeah, buddy.
He put the story. Yeah, he set in motion the story. So he is essential to the movie.
True.
He kills the protagonist's mother.
Yup.
Which starts everything. And he never has to pay for his act.
Gotta love that.
He's never even mentioned again. He didn't just get away with it. He got away with it anonymously. You don't even see him.
He watches a lot of that Discovery show, How I Got Away with It. Or I Almost Got Away with It, I think it's called.
Sure.
Whatever. He watched a lot of that and was like, yeah, I got this. Watch me work.
So,
who knew you could put a silencer on a 12 gauge? I didn't know.
So that's pretty impressive. And because of that,
valid.
I believe he was successful. Now, on the other hand, if you're talking about being able to believe possibly in their motive, I say Ursula.
Oh.
Now,
Intriguing.
So there's a couple of things about Ursula that most people probably don't know. Ursula and the king are brother and sister. It was cut from the movie for length. And so you've got the brother who tells his children, obey me or I'll destroy the things you love.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have Ursula, who takes care of the people who have been insulted or outcast from mainstream society, and for payment, grants their every wish.
Yep.
Or their deepest desire. In Ariel's case, it was to be human. She took payment for it, but she did grant Ariel's deepest wish. I don't know what exactly is evil about her, but they certainly tried to make it that way.
They did.
And
Like,
she
you
is
can't
considered
buy
a villain.
happiness, but you can.
Sure you can.
Yeah. I wipe away my tears with $100 bills all the time.
Silk Road.
I got right. I
You
got
can buy
this.
happiness
Yeah.
just with Bitcoin. So that's my logic. I got a couple others in my head that were successful, but I don't know that they were as successful because of their outcomes.
I got two.
Okay.
I don't have a category like you did, but I have a justification, like
Yeah.
the scenario.
Sure.
Best manipulative setup to your villainous plot.
Okay.
Scar.
Okay. Scar is on my list. I want to hear your reasoning.
All right. So Scar takes advantage of child innocence. That's the most screwed up thing you can do, period. He's like, look, kid, stick with me. We got this. Don't go over there. Oh, you went over there. Ooh, I told you not to go over there, but you did it anyway. And then he puts Simba front and center on the execution of his father. Just right there. Front and center. And then within earshot's like, see ya, man. Bye. And just lets him go. Just dead. It's like, that is pretty screwed up. And then wants to rule a world in which was pretty and no longer is. And he is happy with the destruction. That sick, messed up thing in his head makes him brilliant and disgusting at the same time. But from the plot of setting it up is golden.
Okay. Let me pose to you an alternate view of the story.
Yeah, please do.
Mufasa was a racist. Scar was not, and he was trying to fix a wrong in their society. There was one class that was prevented from being part of society, and therefore was not allowed to eat.
This is true. The hyenas, right?
Yep. What did Scar promise the hyenas for their allegiance? Food. Nothing else. Not power, not nothing but food.
That's true.
The ability to live. He killed who he believed to be a tyrant and reunited society.
But then the hyenas turned around and was like, there's no food, no water. Yeah, it's dinner time, and we ain't got no stinking entrees.
It's true.
It's the lion's job to do the hunting.
So his theory didn't pan out.
Indeed not.
But that doesn't exactly make
That's
him
why
a villain.
hyenas can't eat.
It doesn't, but...
Do you really think Mufasa was a racist? Or that was just a conspiracy?
No, I mean, he created a society in which the hyenas couldn't eat. I mean, yeah, I mean, that's a bit of a racist...
That happens in the real world, though.
I understand that.
That's fine. That's the way it works. I've accepted it as fact.
But he's like, everybody has their place in the circle of life. From the ant to the lion,
Yeah.
Everybody has their place.
Except
those stinking hyenas.
They're
not allowed over here.
They're separate but equal.
They're required to live in the remains of monsters There,
But he says everything the light touches. The light don't touch down over there.
it's true.
Down by the boneyard.
Yeah, that doesn't help the case of he's
Look,
not a racist.
Mufasa-
Avoid the dark thing over there.
Mufasa
that
didn't-
doesn't make his story better.
Mufasa didn't have union workers. He couldn't construct an open area for that atrium for the boneyard to get sunlight there. If he had, that would become part of the Pride Lands. But unfortunately, government contractors said no. We cannot construct said things with bone. It is an archaic archaeological dig site we cannot touch. Ergo, we cannot create this to bring them as part of the Pride Land. It's all government red tape, dude. You can't blame Mufasa. He's just doing what he's been told to do.
He is the government. Oops.
I was making an Illuminati joke.
I know. So,
It's intriguing.
I've got Scar on my list, but for a totally different reason.
Either way works out, though.
Yeah,
Because, I mean, he puts the son right there.
it's true.
But
But
witness his dad's death.
but the kid is the son of the tyrant.
It's true.
Now, whether or not he's right
Is a whole other thing.
is not up for discussion.
Timon and Pumbaa made Simba drink the Kool-Aid, so I don't even know, man. Right?
Everybody took advantage of that kid.
The Hakuna Matata.
Right?
The best thing you can buy on Silk Road.
I know.
Whew.
Lion King was screwed up.
Really was. I don't even know what the monkey dude's purpose was. I don't know. He was the Illuminati. Oh my goodness. Okay, I have a second one.
Okay.
TikTok Croc. Follow me on this.
Who is that?
The crocodile that Captain Hook is afraid of.
Got it.
Think about this. When Peter Pan's not around, Captain Hook controls the masses with this weird hook hand.
It's true.
I'm not talking like current Disney Junior Captain Hook. I'm talking about like
real
the
Captain
books,
Hook. Yeah.
bloodthirsty Captain Hook guy.
So
Like,
you're talking
he
not
was-
the Disney stuff.
But he was a Disney character.
Not originally?
Okay, so if I remove that, hold
Okay.
on a second. Okay, so like the movie Hook, we can go there.
Sure.
You still have a little bit of flair to Captain Hook. He was still kind of a bad. He was a bad man. Like
Yeah.
he walked around, you were like, "Wow, dude, you have the old people white hair, but yours is black." Like, oh, I'm worried. He was able to control things. Without Peter Pan, everyone did nothing. They didn't breathe without him. A ticking crocodile scared the baddest man in the land
It's true.
and enjoyed every moment of it.
Okay.
Every moment of it.
I totally agree with that, and let me add to it.
Yeah, please.
Because you're selling me on this one. Okay, so he is teamed up with who we're supposed to believe to be the good guy.
Right.
Peter Pan.
Right. Peter Pan's supposed to be the savior of all that is evil.
And he is teamed up with the crocodile.
Yeah.
Huh.
Even though the crocodile is a villain.
But is he a villain?
He is a villain.
He attacked the villain.
He did.
attacked a villain.
But he was a villain too. They tried to like Ursula. They tried to class him as a villain. That's why I went to there. When you mentioned
Interesting.
tried to play it out to be a thing, because everyone was scared of the TikTok Croc, but he never went after like
Anybody
the kids.
but- yeah.
And like it was always Hook
Yeah.
and Smee. But yeah, Smee was like the fall. He was the funny humor fall guy.
Yeah.
That was his role. That's
and
okay.
he's the chubby guy. He's the one that has flavor. I got it.
But Hook, scared of nothing. He said, "I got a hook for a hand. I will slice your throat with this hand."
I will kill children.
Right?
I have
with my hook.
I have no problem
Puts
with
it
the
up.
theory of
Puts
killing
it
a
up
child.
to Wendy. So I'm gonna get you. And then
Yeah.
here's the tick, tick. And he's like, "Okay, no."
And he has to change his pants. Yeah,
Done.
I got it.
Game over, dude. TikTok Rock. And by
He was not on my list at all, and I am totally with you.
yeah, like that's the baddest villain in Disney. He's
Wow.
able to control the
villain.
controller.
Yeah. Wow.
There's no other movie I can think of that's not Pixar, because that's Disney. Pixar is a different beast. I'm talking
Yes.
old school Disney.
And we know all about Pixar and their
Yeah, that's a whole
doomsday
other. We can't go there.
reality.
That's a whole other thing. So, for the perspective of Disney, TikTok Croc. I feel like he could control the entire Disney universe.
If it weren't for that crocodile. Hook could control everything.
Yeah.
If it weren't for that crocodile, which makes the crocodile in charge of everything.
And by proxy, Peter Pan.
Yeah.
Whoa. Like, I just put that together. Like, Peter Pan controls Hercules. Like, what? Really?
Huh.
Do you think the kids manufactured the magic carpet ride rugs for Aladdin? Sweatshops like Foxconn? You think? It's possible.
I think it's just Tinkerbell.
Right. It's just whoop, and then done.
Yeah. Just think a happy thought.
That's it.
Off you go.
There it is.
No problem.
Yeah, TikTok Croc. That was mine. I was like, and then you started mentioning just like categories. I'm like, oh, Scar too. But yeah.
Scar for a lot of reasons.
Yes. From both sides of it.
Yeah.
From the big B and the little b. Both sides of the coin.
I don't agree with his theory,
No.
nor do I agree with his methods. And you certainly can't agree with his outcome.
Right, because it's been proven it didn't work.
It certainly
If it
didn't
worked,
work.
I'd be like, okay. And then Simba comes as the hero to change it back to the way it was. Then Simba looks like he's a tyrant. But it was not that case.
Right.
He changed it back to what was working.
Sure.
Not to, to his brain, not to something more evil.
Deintegration.
Right.
Got it.
Deintegration.
That's what it was.
It was like,
Scar
remember
came-
the Titans.
Scar came in and integrated society, and it did not work.
Yeah.
Nobody ate.
Nobody.
Because the hyenas eat too much. That's my theory.
They don't know when to stop eating.
The crocodile seems to have only eaten a hand in all of his life.
That's all he needs.
Just
And
one.
and a clock.
Well, keeps his ticker running. Ah.
That's right.
Oh. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
my goodness gracious.
That
All
was
right.
terrible.
So that's our baddest Disney villain. We want to know what yours is. Use the hashtag #NightCap on Twitter and hit us up at PLuGHiTz Live.
You can use that hashtag on Facebook, too,
You can.
since they do something now.
Sometimes.
For better or worse.
We don't know. But yeah, so that's a wrap on that. The nightcap is complete. I've had my fill, have you?
I have.
That's a good deal. F5live.tv. Go subscribe on the right-hand side. Audio, video, social, special events, Pilch Point, Nightcap. Who knows? More to come in the future. We'll keep you tuned in. I'm Nick.
And I'm Scott.
We'll see you guys next week.
Ciao.